Welcome. Today we're going to learn Spanish with the movie A Su Mare. This film tells the story of a Peruvian actor. We'll use frequency 3. We'll listen to 3 sentences as follows. On the first try, we'll hear the first sentence with Spanish and English subtitles. On the second try, only with Spanish subtitles. And on the third try, without subtitles. At the end of each sentence, the words and their application in everyday life will be explained. Let's begin.
Un ratito. Cachincito va a tocar el cajón. No pasa nada. No, es mi santo, es mi santo. Un ratito. Cachincito va a tocar el cajón. No pasa nada. No, es mi santo, es mi santo. Un ratito. Cachincito va a tocar el cajón. No pasa nada. Es mi santo, es mi santo.
How did you do with the first sentence? Now let's analyze the words in the first sentence and their application in everyday use. A diminutive is a form of a word used to express smallness, affection, or even contempt, depending on the context. In Spanish, it is formed by adding suffixes such as ito, ita, ilo, ila, ico, ica, among others, to the end of a noun, adjective, or sometimes even an adverb. Examples: casa, casita, una casa pequeña. Perro, perrito, un perro pequeño. Pan, panecillo o pancito, un pan pequeño. In the example from the movie, we see that they use the word un ratito.
Un ratito.
In other words, it's like saying a moment. It's sometimes used to sound more friendly or courteous. ¿Te puedo molestar un ratito? Sounds less abrupt than ¿te puedo molestar un rato? You can also say ratillo or ratico, depending on the region. Another word mentioned in this first sentence is cajon. The Peruvian cajon is a traditional percussion instrument from Peru, very representative of Afro-Peruvian music. It consists of a wooden box on which the musician sits and plays by striking the front part, called the lid, with their hands. Let's look at an example.
Si quieres bailar, aquí familia, tienes que llegar.
However, cajon, or caja, can also be a container or compartment. For example, one could say, guardé los papeles en el cajón. Guardé las cosas en la caja. Furthermore, de cajón can also be used informally as slang, as follows. Si no estudias, de cajón repruebas. The last word we'll study in this first sentence is santo. In the movie, the word santo is used to say birthday more informally. Es mi santo es equivalente a decir es mi cumpleaños. From a religious perspective, santo is a person who has been recognized for their holiness. That is, for having led a life of exceptional virtue, close to God. As an adjective, it can be used to describe a very good, noble, peaceful, or pure person, even if they are not officially a saint. Example: Mi hermana es una santa. Siempre ayuda a todas las personas. Sometimes it is also used ironically. For example, ahora resulta que eres un santo, considerando todo lo que hiciste. Other examples of everyday use are hacerse el santo, used to feign innocence or goodness. Santo remedio, an effective solution to a problem. Muy bien, ahora continuemos con la siguiente frase.
Gino, ¿esa no es tu tabla?
¡Oy! 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 ¡Chorazo! ¡Oy! ¡Esa es mi tabla!
Gino, ¿esa no es tu tabla?
¡Oy! 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 ¡Chorazo! ¡Oy! ¡Esa es mi tabla!
Gino, ¿esa no es tu tabla?
¡Oy! 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 ¡Chorazo! ¡Oy! ¡Esa es mi tabla!
How did you do in the second part? Okay, let's review some words. First, tabla clearly refers to a surfboard in this scene of the movie. However, tabla can also be used to refer to a piece of wood. The second word is chorazo. Chorazo is understood as someone who steals blatantly. This is a colloquial or informal way of referring to a thief or pickpocket. Example: Ese tipo se llevó el celular sin que nadie se diera cuenta. Tremendo chorazo. It's sometimes used among friends to annoy someone who takes something without permission, even if it's not an actual theft. Example, Oye chorazo, te comiste mi postre. Finally, the expression OE. It is a very common colloquial expression in several Spanish-speaking countries,
¡Oye, oye, chorazo!
and its meaning depends a lot on the tone and context. It can also be used among friends as a greeting or as a joke. OE is equivalent to hey. Example is OE, ¿qué fue ayer? OE, no me lo puedo creer.
Mami, desayuno.
Si no hay chamba, no hay desayuno. Esto no es un hotel.
Mami, desayuno.
Si no hay chamba, no hay desayuno. Esto no es un hotel.
Mami, desayuno.
Si no hay chamba, no hay desayuno. Esto no es un hotel.
There you have it. How did this last part go? First, let's talk about the expression ma. This expression is an informal way of referring to mama, like saying mom. Second, the expression chamba is an informal way of referring to work or employment. Example, estoy buscando chamba. Or formally, you could say, estoy buscando trabajo. Finally, the expression esto no es un hotel is commonly used in a reproachful or sarcastic manner, especially in family contexts. It's said that when someone wants to complain that another person is acting as if the house is a place where they only go to eat, sleep, and leave, without helping with responsibilities. Example, llegas tarde, no ayudas en nada, no saludas y te vas. Esto no es un hotel. Before finishing, we'll explain the expression a su madre.
A su madre.
It's a very popular phrase in Peru and is used as an exclamation of surprise, astonishment, annoyance, or even admiration, depending on the tone and context. Examples of use: positive surprise. A su madre, qué rico está esto. Impressed. A su madre, qué chica tan hermosa.
A su madre. Qué mamitas.
Annoyed. A su madre, otra vez se fue la luz. Congratulations on reaching the end of the video. Keep it up so we can continue learning more Spanish with us. If you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe so we can keep uploading more videos like this one. Leave us your comments so we can keep improving, or share a topic you would like to learn about. See you later, baby.